Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Midday Market Update. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. First trading day of the week, and boy, is it a crazy one. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear.
Glenn, fix your mic.
Is it the mic is looking sounding poopy? Okay,
Yep.
Hold on. Let me... Check 1 2. Check 1 2. I know, goodness gracious. Sorry about that.
Better.
All right, sounds better. Thank you, Clay. Thank you guys for letting me know. I gotta do something about this mic. We'll do something about the mic. I apologize. You just said hood. You said my mic sounds hood. Dang, that's like ratchet. Can I say ratchet? I guess I can say ratchet. Anyway, all right, sounds like you guys can hear me better now. Low voice. Did you just turn it up, Clay? You might have, because I don't think I turned it up that high. I'm learning a little bit, folks, how to...
I haven't touched anything.
Oh, maybe it was me. Maybe. All right. Can hardly hear. I'm looking at how high it is. Unless, if you really want it high... I'll do this. Check 1 2. I bet you it's higher now. I bet you it's higher now. All right. What's going on, Pedro? It seems like you guys can hear me. That's a good day. Then Malcolm says it's fine. It might just be you, Akshaya. All right, sound fine. All right, good. With that being said, hi, Carol. Crazy day. Tariffs went into place for Canada, Mexico, and China. And someone said, the tariff war is on who wins. In the stock market, there could be some winners. And tonight's 6 p.m. video is going to showcase that. I'm going to be looking at my top weekly picks for the week, but I'm going to be concentrating on tariff trades. You want to know what I think the industries that are going to benefit from the tariffs? Make sure you check out tonight's 6 p.m. video. All right, and there's probably a lot of people out there. I'm getting to that in a second, Jazz. There's a lot of people out there that probably want to know what they need to be looking at as far as tariff trades. Make sure you share tonight's video. Now, Jazz and LA Guns both said that there was breaking news about 10:30 this morning, about an hour and a half ago, that the Mexican tariffs were paused for a month. Foreign banking may not be a bad play. We talk shorts, we talk stocks. It didn't make my list for tonight, but I think going into next Monday, it depends on how much you like tonight's video. Next Monday, I think I'm going to put out more stocks, more industries that may benefit from the tariffs. But it all depends on how you react to tonight's video. It all depends on how you react to tonight's video. Don't be influenced by the tariffs on stocks. They are transitory. Bigger problems ahead. Tilu, I agree. And I've said on more than one occasion that the tariffs were a tool. To get a desired result. We saw what happened when we were getting ready to send people back to, I forget which country. And they said, no, we're not taking them back. Then we said, okay, we're going to put a tariff on you. They said, oh, okay, we'll take them back. Same thing happening with Mexico. And I'm interested to see if Canada will capitulate and do something on their end to keep the tariffs from going into effect. Because they don't kick in until midnight tonight. Midnight going into tomorrow. So there's still time to do something. There's still time to do something. It was Colombia. Thank you, Ben. And the Colombians said, no, we ain't taking these folk back. And then they said, we're going to put tariff on you. And they said, oh, we'll even send a plane to go get them. So I think that the tariffs, and I think that more people than not react. The market reacted today. As a matter of fact, looking at what's going on in the color guard, we got now more red lights in the color guard than we have yellow. The primary wave is down. The underlying trend, or the MTI, is down. The confirmed call is down. You know something, no matter what goes on in the world, I think that our color guard really puts into place what's really going on in the market, no matter what the news says. And when I can look and see what that color guard is saying as a VectorVest subscriber, I think for the most part, we will always stay on the same side of on the right side of the market. Do you think the recent snow in Florida will affect the frozen concentrated? No, I don't think so. It got cold, it snowed, but it wasn't prolonged, William. You know, usually when oranges get affected because of snow, it's for a prolonged cold. Florida didn't get a a prolonged cold. So I'm going to say no. I don't think Canada will be bullied. And you know something? Is it really being bullied? Or now I'm speaking as an American, and I know I've got a lot of Canadians in here. All right, so I'm looking at it from this perspective. I'm speaking as an American. Is it bullied or holding a country or two bordering countries accountable? Don't answer that question, because I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. All right, I don't not want to go down that rabbit hole, and I respect every Canadian that's in this room. Believe you me. That's the way I look at it. All right, that's the way I look at it. All right. Yes, it is absolutely in hostage. Okay. Again, not that I wanted to ruffle any feathers, and that's why I premised my response by saying I was thinking as an American. All right, so I just put that out there, and that's it. All right, so with that, I'll let you guys talk among yourselves when it comes down to that. All right. I'm curious to see if Canada can. Mark says I'm half the Canadian. Can I get half the respect? You got all my respect, Mark. You got everybody in this room got all my respect. Also does a lot for us military and the intel community. Okay. U.S. lumber. Lumber is one of my picks for tonight's video. From what I understand, I saw an article where, you know, we get a lot of lumber for Canada, but we've got a lot of lumber on our own that's overregulated. And wood is one thing that I am keeping my eyes on. That's one of the stock picks that I have for my weekly picks for tonight. I want you to pay attention to it. I've got some good stocks out there. Is this the actual number, Clay, or it's normally somewhere up here? Oh, hold on. There we go. Thank you. All right. So again, I'm not trying to piss nobody off. I just want to put that out there. All right. We're all Americans, North Americans. How do I find the 6 p.m. video, Howard? If you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, you'll get an alert. All right. Now, let's get into what's going on in the market from a market's perspective. Let's go look at the program. And I wanted to look at the market from a minute-by-minute or real-time perspective. In case you didn't know, we do have real-time data. Market opened up this morning because of the tariffs, gapped down bigly, went down, down, down. During the Jockey Club this morning, when the news came out about Mexico, the market rebounded big. All right, the market rebounded big, and now we're just leveling out, you know, still taking in the news about the tariffs. When I saw this news, I was like, holy smokes, that reversal was no joke. Halfway went through the gap that we caused this morning from the gap down. It was like, holy smokes, that was big. And now we're just leveling back off. I think, you know, when I look at the big fall today, that the algorithm should have kicked in. I don't know if they did or did not. I don't think that this was algorithmic. I think that this was news-driven. But right now, we're just moving a tad bit sideways. Now, let's go look at what news is moving the market. And I think with all of the tariff stuff, we forgot that PMI came out. U.S. manufacturing rebounds in January. Inputs, prices paid, measured surges. Now, it's interesting. January manufacturing sector PMI rises to the highest since September of 2022. PMI was above 50, which is a positive sign, showing growth in this sector for the first time since October of 2022. So that's good. Manufacturing is growing. That's what we want. And I don't think that this was in measure of the current administration, but this is what we want to have happen. All right, this is what we want to have happen. So your booze is now banned. Hey, I saw that. I'm going to get to that in a second. Here's how Trump's tariffs may impact your portfolio and how to react. A good little story here. You're basically throwing sand at the gears of global commerce and manufacturing, which means we're just slowing it down a little bit. For U.S. consumers, tariffs are likely to have a deep impact on inflation, possibly changing the prospect of the Fed's rate cuts this year. As a matter of fact, our Fed rate monitor tool is currently pricing in no rate cuts over the next 2 Fed meetings and gradually lowering the possibility of a rate cut in June. And I think I did a story last week that said that the closest or the most palpable cut won't be until June. Crude prices, though, U.S. crude imports from Canada in 2024, tariffs are commonly paid by the company that acquires the product, not the exporter country, which would imply an increase in price to the final customer to keep the margins healthy. All right, so is this time to panic? Interesting how this story talked about portfolio diversification, what to get into, establish local manufacturing, supply chain flexibility, automobiles and components, technology, hardware, consumer goods, those are the most affected, and risk management, monitor supply chains discussions, and that's going to be huge. All right, watch for company-specific tariff mitigation strategies and consider geographic revenue exposure on investment decisions. So the biggest thing for me, gold mining companies, railroad transportation, and again, I am going to cover a lot of the different industries that I want you guys to pay attention to that the tariffs may help, all right? Now, here's the story. Canadians cancel trips, ban American booze. Look at this. Buy Canadian instead. Stop buying. And you know something? They got every right to do so. They got every right to do so. All right, so it is what it is. So George says your booze is now banned. Well, we'll see. Listen, when I go to the ABC store, them shelves got lots of liquor. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. U.S. government get tariff paid by U.S. company, then the U.S. company passes on the consumer. So I think that everybody here realizes that tariffs will put a strain on the American people. All right? That's what it's going to do. It's going to put a strain on the American people. Now we got to see who's got the wherewithal to wait it out the most. I think that that's what's going to happen. Right? That's what I think. You know, I worry there's a popular belief that targeted country, Canada, Mexico, China, pays the 25% tariff as opposed to the U.S. importer. Roger says we have better booze anyway. I'm not going down that rabbit hole either. We got some good stuff. We got that. I'm a diabetic. I can't be drinking all that stuff. But I'm telling you, we got that good stuff right there. We got that Hennessy. Yeah, we got that Cavassier. Yeah, we got that stuff. We got that good stuff. I'm just saying. All right. So with all that being said, the Canadians are not taking it very well. I'd be kind of pissed off too. But in my mind, there's some semblance of accountability when it comes to looking at the borders. Now, from the Mexican side, the biggest things that are going to be affected are going to be avocados and tequila. Mexico puts out some good tequila, but, you know, avocados is the superfood. We don't want a shortage in that, so we'll see how that works out. More tariff stuff. This is the breaking news that came in about 10:30. Look at that, 10:31. Trump pauses Mexico tariffs for 1 month after agreement on border troops. Again, in that case, the tariff was used as a tool to get a desired outcome. Now we'll go from there. Glenn, tariff will help U.S. small companies and farmers. And you're right. You know why? Because people were going to buy American. Instead of buying from out of country, they're going to buy American. Now, when it goes back to avocados, don't we grow a lot of avocados here? That's what I'm saying. I'm just thinking to myself, don't we got a lot of avocados? maybe we don't have as many avocados. Somebody subscribe to the channel. Thank you for that. Maybe we don't have as many avocados as Mexico, but I'm with you, Prakash, that it will force people, instead of paying for, having to pass the tariff down to the customer, they're going to try to buy more local. We'll see. And I think that's good. Don't forget that Mexico is also a huge industrial hub. I'm not forgetting anything when it comes down to that. Avocados in California, but do we put out, can we put out as much as Mexico sends to us? And I think, T-Lou, that Canada does support Trump, but they ain't liking these tariffs. So one of the things that I'm looking for as far as what we do that can overcome possibly the tariffs is steel. Steel among rare gainers after tariffs, but retaliation could take a bite. The benefit of tariffs to the U.S. steel industry, which is actually the next exporter to Mexico, could be reduced by tit-for-tat retaliation. All right, so who's going to pick them? People's going to pick them venomous. I ain't picking them. You know something? That's not me. I don't want to go. It's not that I can't. I don't want to. That's what it comes down to. There's a lot of people. You know something, venomous? When I look at, there's a lot of people getting laid off, There's a lot of people out there looking for jobs, but you gotta pay them, as opposed to the opposite side of immigrants who may be here illegally. You have to pay them less. But guess what? Even if people are picking them, if we are paying them to pick them, the price might still be higher because you got to pay those people more money, right? Anyway, so steel is going to be one of the stocks that I'm going to look at tonight's video, amongst others. Robinhood will let you bet on the Super Bowl between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. How come a broker is getting, they get into crypto? Robinhood's going to be a powerhouse stock with everything that they are doing outside of just being a broker. I'm going to keep my eyes on Robinhood. I do like Robinhood recently. We'll see. Then stop sending your guns north. I'm not putting any guns up north. Oh, Lord. I told you. Glenn, if anything, the food processor will go higher. Why? I don't think that's the case. AI-driven picking machines are coming online. I don't think we're going to do an AI. I don't think that's, even with the new product, I don't think we're going to get to that point. Not just quite yet. There is a guest worker program that allows companies to sponsor immigrants to work their crops. Well, I'm all for that. All right. Indonesia has joined the BRICS. I'm not, something, G Dave, I'm not as concerned about BRICS as I was because of crypto. I think that crypto is going to be the downfall of BRICS. Anybody agree with me on that? I think that crypto is going to be the downfall of BRICS. You got all these people trying to come in and make their own currency to bypass the tariffs, bypass all of the things that the U.S. can do to these countries. I think that crypto kills BRICS. You ever heard that the video killed the rap star, or the rap star killed whatever the hell it is? I think that I'm not nearly as concerned about BRICS as I used to be, because everybody and their mom is trying to get onto the crypto bandwagon. All right, please, she's light on copper stocks. What are you talking about? I think copper's another good play. I think materials like that we dig for are going to be the buster of tariffs. Again, you got to check out tonight's video. Talking about crypto, though, Coinbase secures a spot on the UK crypto register. Again, crypto is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. But on the other side, miners come in. Mara announced a 13% month-over-month decline in January Bitcoin production. Again, I'm thinking that with the halving of crypto, of Bitcoin, I figured that the miners would get affected. And I think slowly but surely that's coming into fruition. What about EV car industries? I'm not feeling the EVs either right now, because I believe that the current administration is going to pull back all of the abilities to save money or get money back on the EV space. I'm not feeling EVs this year. It's like I'm not feeling clean energy this year with the exception of nuclear. All right, so and if I ever was going to look at a company, an EV company that was going to come close to competing with Tesla, there's two: Boyd in China and Rivian. Rivian is my other EV pick outside of Tesla. But as we talk about Tesla, look at this. Tesla's electric vehicle sales plunge across Europe. All right, so right now I'm not feeling the EV space, but it's amazing how you look out on the road, you see more and more Teslas on the road all over this stuff. Coil drivers will be more expensive. Stop it, Mark. Oh my gosh. Why do we even have to go down the path of extra? Really? Why? You did that in the Jockey Club this morning too. What do you think about DeepSeek and NVIDIA pricing on NVIDIA going down? I got something on DeepSeek coming up in a second as well. So just keep your eyes on Tesla. Tesla's not a good play. And I'm thinking that globally, be careful with EVs. Palantir reports today. I think Palantir beats top and bottom. I think the forward guidance is going to be crazy. I still own Palantir. You know something, even with all of the craziness that went on today, I closed a lot of my trades out because these were trades I was up double digits on, and then I end up losing because I was stupid. And in regards to my stops, I need to put them on tighter. But every time I do that, Mark Norton says, you shouldn't be doing. That's exactly what Mark Norton says. So I'm like, all right. But I close out. And Mark, tell him that's exactly how you sound, right? Video killed the radio, so that was it, Sean. Mark, let the room know that's exactly what you sound like. So I closed out a lot of my positions today. Is that a recording of me? Yes, Mark, that is a recording of you. But I still hold my Palantir. A lot of stocks in the market got smoked today. My portfolio went down a lot over the past 2 days. All right, they went down a lot over the last 2 days. Stuff that blew way through my stops. So right now I'm letting the dust settle. I think that's a smart play right now. My longer term portfolios, I'm letting those be because that's what they're designed to be, longer terms, not as reactionary. The portfolio that I ever tell you that I have stocks in, that is a more aggressive, not nearly as long term. All right, so I did sell just about every stock that I had because this was just too crazy for me right now. Wait, how much are you hurting, Glenn? How many mils? Oh, it's a lot of money. That's all I'm gonna say. Which warranted me to pull those stocks out. NVIDIA illegally supplied China their chips. I keep seeing that story, Tilu, but nobody can say that that's the case. Hold on, there was another story. OpenAI, SoftBank formed joint venture for AI services. Is this the story? There it is. All right. 6 stocks to profit from the DeepSeek sell-off. A couple of things. After DeepSeek came out, a couple of companies, Microsoft, Google or Meta came out and said, listen, we're still going to put the money that we said that we're going to put behind AI. I don't care what happens with DeepSeek. And I think that was enough that DeepSeek came in, made a splash, and now I think is, in my mind, they're going in the way of the dodo. All right? If you know what that term means, you just know what it means. But it means that right now, they came, they saw, and now they're going away. Does anybody agree with that? So the Hawaiian cruise on hold now? Oh, heck to the no. Oh, no. No, that's less than about 2 weeks, I'm out of here. If you follow me on Facebook, my wife posted the countdown timer. We're out of here. Ooh, we going to Hawaii. Meta is just off the all-time highs. Deeply stolen U.S. tech. I'm thinking of that. So anyway, stocks to keep your eyes on. I don't know if I agreed with all of these stocks. Corning. What else was in here? I don't know if I agree with all of these stocks. I'm going to make another list. Hewlett-Packard, Western Digital, Seagate. Apple was in the list. I'm not sure I wanted Apple in that list either. And IBM. So I think I'm going to put up probably a video in the next week or so about stocks. And I think that I would put the big name stocks up there. I think that DeepSeek came in, pushed those stocks down, now giving great buying opportunities on those plays. The big AI companies are not backing down because of DeepSeek. And I don't think they're afraid of DeepSeek because just like someone said, what was it, that it was deeply stolen U.S. tech. All right, they didn't innovate anything. They used ChatGPT to try to get down to the reasoning process outside of just trying to train the model. And then they came up with a model off of that. And I was like, but they didn't do nothing. There was another story I wanted. Oh, anybody heard of this coffee? Why is Reborn Coffee up 93% today? It will do so through the master license with IAID. I want to keep my eyes on this. 93% is a big move. According to a press release from the company, it signed this master license agreement with interior design consulting firm IAID. The agreement will see the California-based company launch a flagship location in China. Reborn is hoping to replicate the success it has in Malaysia in that place. That will see it working. I want to keep my eyes on this. We all have had the hottest stock picks, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to keep my eye on the stock. China does not like coffee. Who says they don't like coffee? Evidently, Troy, they're taking Reborn and they're going to put it there. I don't know. You say they don't like coffee. All right, in earnings this week, a lot of earnings. Palantir comes out tonight. Tomorrow, pre-market, PayPal, Spotify, Pfizer, Pepsi, talking about Pepsi. And I don't want to hear nobody's mouth. Yes, I'm drinking a Pepsi. It's first Pepsi I've had in a long time. I love Pepsi. It's my soda of choice. False, China loves coffee, says Pennywise. I don't know if they know. England drinks tea. England drinks tea. Worked in Shanghai for a year. I've never been to China. I've been to a lot of places, thanks to the Marine Corps, but I've never been to China. I don't know if I want to go to China. AMD aftermarket on Tuesday. Chipotle. A lot of big names reporting this week. Ryan's company of choice, ARM, reports Wednesday after the bell. Elf, Amazon. There's a lot of companies. Eli Lilly. There's some companies. Asia is also a big tea region. I know, but I didn't think they didn't like coffee. I think coffee likes China. Maybe that's what it is. Costco getting rid of Pepsi and now buying Coke. Oh man, I don't like Costco anyway. We like BJ's. Never mind. BJ's is the company of choice that we go to buy our products. I hate when that happens. Sigh. I do. Anyway, let's get back into the software. One day I will get canceled, but I didn't do that on purpose. One day. Let's get back into the program. I took the Pepsi challenge, but I still prefer Coke sniff. Indonesia gets a lot of coffee fans from China. All right. Let's go look at the viewers. All right. Good. I'm a little early. Big news. Hood with the betting on the Super Bowl. Palantir earnings coming out. Crypto taking it on the chin today. There's my iBit in crypto. Reborn Coffee. Now, the interesting thing about it, it's up, blah, 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 49%. It was up even higher than that. It was up like 70 some odd percent. Need you to understand, this stock is way overvalued, so this is only news-driven. But I'm going to keep my eye on it anyway. Microsoft, when it comes down to DeepSeek, along with, is that the only one I put in there? Maybe. Steel, I like it as a play. Tesla, the bearish side of Tesla, killing it today. And we listened to the earnings call last week. It was Ryan and Mara, big hits from a crypto perspective. Yeah, but I love Coke and Pepsi. Listen, I'm all about Pepsi. Coca-Cola don't taste. Water cola is best. What the hell is water cola? Ethereum is getting crunched. Yeah, Bill, crypto as a whole. All the crypto is getting hurt. But I did see a little rebound today. So these are the stocks that made the news. If I'm looking at any of these, first things I want to look at is what stocks have RTs above 1. Even though Reborn Coffee is way overvalued, it's got an RT above 1. The stocks that concern me, that don't have RTs above 1 or our sell recommendations. Steel, I think, is going to rise through the tariffs. We'll see. But RT is still below 1. Ryan and Mara, I'd be careful with right now. Tesla, to the short side, I'm thinking that RT will get above 1. We'll see. I did the Pepsi challenge and find I love bourbon. I need my Stream Deck. I so need my Stream Deck. All right, earnings this week. We saw it on the Twitter page, but here they all are. Amazon is in there. I want to sort this by relative safety. What stocks are going to have the highest probability of meeting or exceeding earnings expectations? Relative safety gives me that information. The ones that I would be concerned about will be RS's below 1. Hershey, Bristol Squibb Meyer. That's a pharmaceutical. Back and forth could be. Elf. Look at that. Yum Brands, Clorox. Disney. Interesting. Disney. It's got an RV above 1, RS below 1, so it's more of an aggressive play. RV above 1, RS below 1. It does have an RT above 1. Didn't I sort this by RT? I swore I did. All right. I swore I sorted it by RT. So the ones with RT below 1, there we go. So Disney shouldn't have been. Disney should have been up here somewhere. There it is. All right, so the stocks with RTs below 1, stocks that are in a downtrend. Chipotle started just going icky after it split. After it split, then, it went down. It was doing great while it was super expensive. I don't know why nobody would pay all that kind of money for a fast food place. Sold Hims way too early. Amazon earnings prediction. Let's go look at Amazon. Where's it at? Let's go bring up my graph. View stock graph. Let's go look at the graph that I have for earnings. Graph layouts, earnings graph. Let's go see what I think. Put this on a 6-month graph. Earnings look good, but the growth of earnings is not there. Our earnings growth, though, is sitting at 31, but it's falling. All right, earnings growth is falling, but still nicely high. Sales growth is lower than it was 6 months ago. Relative safety above 1, right on line where it was 3 months ago. I think it does. I think it beats. Where's the volume on this? The volume is crazy too. Ooh, no, not nearly as crazy as I thought it was going to be. Put this on a 3-month graph. I think I like the bounce off support. It does have a moving average, a 20-day moving average is above it. It's just a few days off the 3-month high. Amazon is Amazon. All right, Amazon is Amazon. I think that they beat. I just don't know what the forward guidance is going to be, but it seems like it should be good. Is there an American-only steel ETF? Wouldn't that be American-only? Let's go to viewers real quick. Big new stock. Actually, let's do it this way. We're gonna do it this way. American only steel. American only steel ETF. Let's go see. For metal steel ETF list. SLX. I don't know which ones are. This is a list traded in which currently tag list may not contain newly ETF. Maybe SLX. Let's go see what it holds. Investor exposure to publicly traded companies primarily involved in the steel production, including operation. Blah 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 blah. And then it doesn't say. Oh no, it doesn't say just America. So I don't know. I'd have to do some research, Marvin. I would have to do some research if it's just American only. USAP sale went through, no longer on the market. All right. I don't know if it's just America only. So that's what I would do, Marvin, to try to find out. The world's top iron ore producing countries include Australia, Brazil, China, India, and Russia. These countries produce about 80% of the world's iron ore. Well, you know something, they can do that, but we produce, we got some stuff here. Sounds like it's more than U.S. companies. I saw that, and that's why I stepped back and said I don't think it was just only American. I'd have to do some research to find, Marvin, if there was one that's just American. But I do like steel. Let's go view the stock graph on that real quick. Look at that. Look at that. I'm a fan, and you know, you got STLD, you got several different steel companies that I think are going to benefit from the tariff. Again, watch tonight's video. All right, so we looked at Amazon in regards to predictions on if there was going to beat or exceed earnings. I think it does. All right, I think it does, and we'll go from there. All right, because of the way the market looks, I didn't give you too many fish today. I didn't think it was the right thing to do. So the MPI one day, MPI enhanced. Contras I would keep my eyes on. I think Google beats tomorrow. I think it does as well, penny-wise. I think it does as well. But contra, my biggest contras, see what's moving the most. Wow, TSLQ, biggest mover. UVXY, good play, high beta. Notice that out of the 12 contras I have, 11 out of the 12 are going up. 11 out of the 12 are going up. Now, keep in mind, I'd like to see if the market's got more downside. This is today. And again, as I mentioned earlier, it's just leveling out. I got a channel within a channel. Right now, real time. Let's go put this on a 1-month graph. A little bit of rebound, bouncing off this level of support. Nice wick, and now just chilling out. Today's price is higher than the open, which is a positive sign, even though it's a red candle. Even though it's a red candle. All right. Let's go back to the viewers tab. Contras I would play, but just for today. All right. I'm getting close. I'm putting this out there. I'm getting close to looking at your stocks. You know the rule, right? The rule is for every 10 likes we get a stock. So where are we sitting at as far as likes? 58. We're sitting at about 6 stocks for you. All right. Again, this year I'm going to hold on to it. What about NVIDIA? NVIDIA, I'm all right with. I think NVIDIA is going to be a rebound stock based off of DeepSeek. I don't think NVIDIA is going to go away. Right now, it's hurting. I totally understand that. I think if you're not NVIDIA, you wait. VectorVest. What do I want? Yeah, I'll do a VectorVest layout. I think you wait for the dust to settle on NVIDIA, but I don't think any of these companies are cutting back on the amount of money that they're putting into AI. I think they're going to hold fast to that. So I think NVIDIA is going to be a good play. Hold off on your stocks. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet. But I wanted to look at NVIDIA because there's a lot of people out there who are trading NVIDIA or looking to trade NVIDIA. All right, so I didn't mind looking at it. It's a tough stock to be in right now. After DeepSeek, it's a tough stock to be in right now, but I think that it rebounds. I definitely think that it rebounds. All right, what time is it? 12:38. It's interesting. Let's go to weekly customer picks. Not ready for that yet. I do want to look at live stream portfolios. What portfolios I got going on? Top 11 picks for 2025, up 2.38%. I love that these stocks are holding their own, even with everything that's going on. That includes DeepSeek. That includes tariffs. That includes the election. The whole 9 yards. These stocks are holding their own, and I love that. And then the stocks that I have on my radar that didn't make the top 11 are actually doing better. AVGO, CEG. Let's go see which ones are doing the best ROIs. DFEN is killing it. All right, it didn't make my top 11, but look at this. 1, 2, 3, 5 out of my secondary lists are up double digits. Walmart, SoFi, CrowdStrike, CEG, Constellation, and DFEN are all up double digits so far for the year. Let's go to my top ones, my top 11. 3 out of the top 10 are double digits, but 6 out of the 11, 7 out of the 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of the 11 are making money. You know how hard it is, folks, to predict what stocks are going to be the best for a whole year? Again, these have no stops on them. I'm not telling you not to put stops on them, but these have no stops on them. Why? Because I want to live and die by the picks that I made at the beginning of the year. SoundHound is getting his butt kicked. Where is it? SoundHound down 28%. Down 28%. That made my main list going into the year. I'm getting hurt the most by it, Bill. All right. All right. So now I'm right where I need to be. Let's go back to the viewers. Now give me your stocks. All right. Now give me your stocks. Now give me your stocks. I'm going to take a sip of this Pepsi. Again, I don't want to hear nobody's mouth. CLS, comma, IoT. I'm not a fan of IoT. FTAI, comma, SCHD, comma, KD, comma, GGAL. Ayah! GGAL, comma, CLS is already in the list. AEM. I got the hiccups now. Dang it. Dang it, Peter. MSFX, that's an ETF. CLS is already in there. SFM. How many stocks is that? You guys get 9 stocks today. How many stocks is up here? 9. There's the 9 stocks. Got 85 likes. Give you 9 stocks. All right, that's what we got. Again, hi, Alfreda, by the way. And I'm glad that worked out for you, Alfreda. You know, I got you back. What's up, Furby? Why are you shocking your system with the death? I'm not shocking. It's not the death drink, and I'm not shocking my system. Well, I might be because I haven't had any in a while. Anyway. All right, so with that being said, you're welcome, Troy. What did I do, Troy? I don't know. Did I pick your stock? I must have. Troy, I don't know. Troy, IoT. Yeah, I'm not a fan of IoT. I know, Alfred. There you go. All right. With all of that being said, we're up to 9. I'll give you one more stock. What was the last one I put up there? I'll give you one more stock. SFM. FBY. That'll be the next one. All right. I gave you one more. Now we got 10. All right. Let's go peep these out. Let's go. Now, I wouldn't tell you to buy anything today based upon what's going on in the market. Let the dust settle. Today, tariffs in play. The market responded. The market responded again after we paused for Mexico. Right now, I want everybody, if you've got stocks in play, let your stocks manage the trades. That's what I want you to do. Let your stocks manage the trade. If you're looking at anything to get into, be very careful, especially if you jump on contras. I would do them for today. I probably wouldn't hold them overnight. Let's go see what tomorrow brings. U12 says wait till 3:30. The 2 most volatile times in the market are the first half an hour of the market open and the last half an hour of the market open. So I think that U12 is right. Wait till 3:30. But I'm not telling any of you to buy anything and hold anything overnight. Let's let the dust settle. I don't need you to be knee-jerk reactionary. Just manage your trades. If they hit the stops, get out. That's it. If they hit the stops, get out. All right. Interesting that looking at the indicators I like to look at, RS times CI times growth, they're all positive with the exception of the ETFs. I think you guys did a good job picking the stocks that you did. They may not all be going up today, but I think, good relative safety stocks, good CI stocks, these are good stocks overall. All right, now let's graph them. All right, if you're in them, let's go put these on a 3-month graph, 6-month graph. If you're in them right now on GGAL, bottom left, top right, I like the play. But I had a level of support here. It broke through. I probably would have gotten out. Right now, it's just muddling along. If you're in it, this is the level I'm looking at, is 65, 78. If it goes below, you might want to take half off the table. All right, or all based upon what's going on in the market. The market's not conducive to long plays right now. All right, not conducive to long plays right now. So just, you have this nice, I gave you 10 stocks. What is that? Troy, I gave you 10 stocks. All right, if I'm not in it though, I'm looking to see if it can break above that high. And again, FTAI, after getting killed, look at that rebound. Interesting. This might be a play to go against the market going down. I like the move. I do like the move. After it's resilient. Nice up day today. Nice, beautiful open candle. If you got into it, I'd look at 12 cents higher than the high. But I'm going to give you a stop if you're brand new getting into it, right here at the swing. About 104.04. I wouldn't mind you getting in 12 cents higher than the high, but if it goes back below that 104.04, I'd probably tell you to get out. Oof, nice move on CLS. Little bit of a look at that. That is a shooting star. It came through this morning, starting up down here before it rebounded. This is another star that's going against the trend of the market. Gap, fill the gap. I would love to see it take out that level of the big wick sitting at about 135.36. I'd go 12 cents higher than the high. Nice rebound today. The body is bigger than the wick at the top of the candle as well. That's more of a bullish sign, even though it's a red candle. It means it's just lower than yesterday's close. I love that body. Where's the volume? Oh, and I love the volume. I like that play. Just be careful, though, because 80% of the stocks move in the direction of the market. But I like the play. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I like the play. I like the rebound today after the shooting star yesterday or Friday. Interesting on KD. I don't like the trend down from the high. I don't like the trend. That's a true trend. That's a true trend. I don't like the... interesting. I might actually have a little bit of a wedge. Now I'm interested to see which way it's going to break. All right. Also hit hour in last week's earnings. Thank you, Pennywise. CLS, we'll wait till tomorrow, see how things go. I jumped on CLS last Monday when it dropped to 87. CLS, I do like. Interesting on KD. I'd like to see which way it breaks out of the wedge. Next one, Internet of Things, IoT. Interesting. Watch this. It broke through the uptrend. It's got a rebound day. You know, if I'm not in it, I'm looking for it to go 12 cents higher than that. All right. I did see I see today's rebound with the open candle, even though it's still below the trend line. I'd like to see it break above that resistance. RT is above 1, but starting to fall. Just keep your eyes on that. Let's go to the next stock. I like AE. I like ahem. How many of you look at that stock the way I just said it? Now that you've heard me say it, type of 1 in the room. How many, when you look at that stock now, go ahem? All right, I got a level of resistance right here. Broke through, nicely broke through. Do I like it? The wick in the body. A little bit more of a body than the wick. I like RT is above 1. I like the volume. If I'm not in it, though, let's go see if it can break above that level of resistance. If you are in it, you're fine. It did break above on good volume. That's what I would wait for. I'd wait to see what that level of resistance does. All right, what else you got? Ooh, SFM. Sprouts, man. They must got the good food, because I watched this stock go up and up and up. Freehand. Look at that trend. That's a beautiful trend, and broke through a level of resistance. I like that play. I cannot lie. I like that play, and I cannot lie. Those other stocks start to fly. When I look at SFM and it goes way up, and I look at it and go, yeah, hun, got the buns, and you get some. I like SFM. All right, anyway. I love that it broke through that level. Evidently, that level of resistance was already there for me. Broke through it. I like the end. New high today. Wick, not as big as the body. I like it. I like it. I like it. SFM is better than Whole Foods. Is it really? I don't even know where there's one around me. But, you know, on a 6-month graph, bottom left, upper right, I like the play. I do like the play. Let's go to the next one. Oh, I'm not feeling that. That's kind of volatility. That's got ups and downs and all around. I already must have had a level of resistance here. It broke through again, but it's got a lot going on. It's got a lot going on. Sprout farmers do buns. Yeah, they do. They grow buns too. You don't know, you can grow buns on a bun farm. Did you not know that? Don't take that as serious, because you don't grow bread. Don't you have to knead bread and do something to get to bread and do something? I don't know. I'm not into all that farming stuff either. You know something? If somebody said, if you don't milk that cow, you're going to die of thirst, I think I would die of thirst. That's what I think. I'm lactose intolerant. I'm not going to squeeze the thing to make the milk come out for me to just, no. I'm lactose intolerant. I'm not doing it. Glenn, market is waiting for Trump meeting with Canada. Do you know what time it is? Are they going to do a Zoom meeting? I don't think Trudeau is flying from Canada to the United States. I don't know. I don't know. Anybody know if there's supposed to be a meeting with them? Is he coming down or are they doing a Zoom meeting? I'm telling you, I'm waiting for the news because I don't think Trudeau wants to go through this. Just like the Mexican president want to go through this. I don't think Trudeau wants to go. And you know something? He's got every right to talk. But if your economy ain't what it is, what you think it needs to be, I think you need to at least come to some middle something or other, folks. You got to come to some middle something. That's what I think. Ethereum is getting crushed today. Yeah, Bill said that earlier, but crypto is getting crushed today. They are going to let off. I honestly think that something will appear before the tariff hits. That's what I think. FBY, Yield Max, 41.7 distribution. Thank you, Glenn, for your Yield Max videos. Listen, so you understood what I explained, Jeff, about the NAV, somebody just subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Alejandro. The net asset value loss, depreciation. I think I needed to make that clear in Friday's video. Hopefully I did. Now, if I'm looking at FBY, all right, and I don't want to be in a stock that's going down, you know something? At least with this, with FBY, I can say that it at least is sitting in a channel. And as long as it stays within this channel, I may be fine when I get these dividends, right? When I get all these monthly dividends. Yes, NAV is clear to me. Excellent. Trudeau and Trump are both in the who needs them club. Okay, I'm not getting into that. Trump spoke this morning, will speak again this afternoon on the eve of the trade war. Trump says he will speak again to the prime minister at 3 p.m. Thank you, Blaine. Does anyone knows who's replacing? No, I thought he was waiting until replacement came in. Higher or lows on FBY. You know something? I can't read that. Again, I'm seeing a little bit of volatility in FBY. And you know something? Outside of this level of resistance, it doesn't spend that much time up there, Michael. I think that for the most part, it stays, as you can see over the last 6 months, it stays in the channel. All right? It looks like it pretty much stays in the channel. And that's the way I would trade it. Michael, if it went below to this level of support, I'd get out of it. And as long as it stays within this channel, I think I'd stay in it. Does that make sense, Michael? Just looking at the historical, the 6-month view on FBY, that's the way I'd play it. And I think that staying in the channel, the dividend payouts may be enough to substantiate holding on to it. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. All right, let's go to the next one. MSFX. Oh, yeah. I'm not feeling that. Again, another volatile stock all over the place, or ETF. But it's got a lot. Look at that. It broke through a major level of support right there. Look at that. It was a beautiful level of support. Broke down below it. I'm not thinking I should be holding it. How about TSLY? That's another one on the Yield Max. TSLY. The only reason why I'm going to look at this is because I just did the video on it. No, I don't think holding TSLY as a Yield Max is worth the dividend payout. Leb Zeppelin, do you see that? I think the downside risk outweighs the dividend payment. Does that make sense to everybody in the room as far as the yield maxes are concerned? Yes or no? Does that make sense? I don't think that I want to hold this vehicle as a trade. This hurts. And even if I am getting the yield max on it, it is probably not outweighing this. There is the NAV right there. That's it. It's not Tesla. Tesla's got nothing to do with the yield max. Yield max is its own thing, trading, that Tesla space. That I wouldn't hold as a yield max with the price decline that harsh. All right. There you go. That chart says, oh, hell no. Now, back here it didn't. I bet you that the distributions here were a lot higher than the distributions are right now. That affects the distributions. The price decline on the yield max will affect the distribution adversely. All right? So that's the only reason why I looked at that one. PLTY still holding up. I own PLTY and Palantir. I own them both. And yes, they are that is holding up. What time is it? All right. PLTY. PLTY. That spells not unity. PLTY. Yeah, I'm okay with, look at that nice little run up, sideways. But look, bottom left, top right. Not all the way top right, but still higher than it was 3 months ago. That one I would play with. That one I'd play with. All right, let's get back to finish out the stocks. Oof. I get quarterly dividends from SCHD. Well, it is higher than it was 6 months ago, but man, this hurts, Pennywise. All of this hurts. Let's go put on freehand. All of this hurts, whether it's looking at that or I'm looking at that. That hurts from a dividend perspective, and it's split. That hurts from a dividend perspective. I'm not feeling that. Now, if your dividends are out, listen, and Pennywise, you just went from a high. You went from a high of 29.72, and you know something that looks worse than what it is. The price now is at 27.71. It's only a couple of dollars. It looks worse than what it is. So I'm okay with SCHD. Does that make sense? I'm okay with that's only about $2. That's not. It looks worse than what it is. That looks worse than what it is. So I'm like. I'm okay with if it was like from $29 to $9, I'd say, oh, heck no. But that looks worse than what it really is. That looks worse than what it really is. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that, especially from a dividend perspective. All right. I'm 3 minutes early. I'm going to drink some of this Pepsi live. Okay? Doing it live. Man, that's good. So not good for me, but it's good. I'm going to be done for the day. I'm good. You guys stayed a lot today to the end. That's awesome. You guys stayed a lot. Y'all didn't leave off like you normally do. You guys stayed a lot to the end, and I thank you for that. No, it's not sponsored by Tariffs. You guys keep getting better and better, whether a whole lot of you have been on lately or just staying this long. You guys are rocking it. Thank you for really supporting the channel. I'm going to give you a golf clap. I'm going to give you a golf clap for everybody out there is really pushing this channel lately, and I got to thank you for that. Last week, we had a whole bunch of people on the live stream. This week, I'm watching the stats. We're still holding almost as many people as we started with, which is unheard of, which means I must be entertaining enough for you guys to stay to the end, which has been a tough journey for me. Holy smokes. So thank you for doing that. Clay, can you put me on the last? No, I can do it. I'm going to do it all by myself. Don't touch nothing. Stop touching stuff. Okay. You do it all by myself. I'm a big boy now. I'm a big boy now. Maybe someday soon I'll run my own streams. I don't know. I'm not there yet. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure you watch. Can we have a yes, sir, for Glenn? Oh, look at that. Thank you. Thank you for that, Tabula. That is awesome. Can we get a yes, her for Glenn? Thank you for that. Make sure you watch tonight's video. I'm getting ready to go record it now. It's going to be my stocks to help to stave off the tariffs. And you know something? If the tariffs are doing exactly what the president wanted to do, is anybody still going to be pissed off? If it gets the countries to our borders to do a little bit more than what they were doing, do you guys still stay pissed off for a long time over it? I don't know. It's up to you. But I've been saying from the beginning that the tariffs were going to be a tool. And so far, that's exactly how they've been looked at. Even though everybody wants to lose their mind, They're being used as a tool. So listen, just let it all play out. Just let it all play out. But at least we're here to keep you on the right side of the market, number one. And when we look at your stocks, help you to manage what you need to do with those stocks. No matter what the world is telling you, we hope to be the beacon of light to guide you where you need to be instead of being flipped all over the place. We don't want you to be doing that. All right, with that, adios, arrivederci, ciao, au revoir, sayonara, aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii, praying still for all my peeps in D.C., praying for all my peeps in California, praying for all my peeps in Pennsylvania. A lot of things going on in the world right now. We may not understand why, but always remember there's a plan. Always keep in mind there's always great people in the world. If you can't find one, be one. Odabu, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks, see ya.